Welcome back. At the end of the previous part, we just got our community level up. Yay! Oh no. Oh no. It's opened up so many little side quests all over the place, and we were just getting on with the story, weren't we? But we have to get these side quests done. We have to. So let's start picking them up. Friends would like to hear Would you stop jumping? Just calm down. Just calm down. Would you like to hear a fine performance of Rikoko? What happy thing you say? Dream of Rikoko as to be traveling minstrel, plying sing-songy trade in towns and cities of Alrest. Shouldn't mean playing. Rikoko turns a little green from jealousy when bards Leo and Azan came to town here. Got hiccups. Wait, Rikoko have it. Rikoko perhaps able to team up with Leo and Azan. Probably good for career to make such connections. But Rikoko's shy like late blooming radish. Talk to new person, flushes under fur and heart her fluttery. Not when blowing flute though. Rikoko actually blossom like hot house flower under attention of everyone. Funny. So perhaps friends could act as middle pawn and speak to bards on behalf of Rikoko? Tell them all about passion of Rikoko of blowing a flute? Much thank you. I will do it for you, Rikoko. The bard factor.
In troubled times, we help each other.
One they say is the active one. Why not? Question mark down here. Oh, very well. Question mark. What luck, a group of youngsters. I was just looking for someone to run an errand for me. Yeah, weren't you just? I'm dying, you know. Alright. The doctor says the end is near. Oh, don't be sad at my age. Death is a peaceful prospect. Oh. Jeez. That's kind of depressing. I've seen so many of my friends off already. Now it's my turn. That's all there is to it. All souls will be saved in the end. That's what the teachings of the Platers say, and that's what I believe. Where was I? Ah, yes. My one regret is a promise I once made to a friend that I haven't kept. I promised to make a vase, but I don't have the materials for it. Would you know where to find them for me? Here's what I need. Stuff. If you happen to find some on your travels and feel like sharing, I'd be most grateful. Oh, about the Eternity Loam. I seem to remember you could harvest it in Lofton Nature Preserve. These days it's very valuable, so I feel like maybe there isn't so much left of it. Still, maybe worth a look. No need to go out of your way to get it all, but like I said, I'd be grateful for any help you can offer. I reckon my friends have forgotten all about this. But a promise is a promise, and I want to keep it. Probably got most of the materials.
We shall handle it.
Yep, okay. Right, so it's a case of like, yeah, I just need to go pick up something. Okay, so I'm sure there's going to be more question marks around somewhere. I feel like there should be some over here. What's the gathering point here?
Don't have to tell me twice. Witness.
I probably did, but I've forgotten completely about this. Check here. So I can get this chest. Ah, there's a quest over there. Loot! There's 2 quests here. Oh dear. Lord Adam! Lord Adam! Is that Broggin? What's he doing here in the capital? Has he got business here? Could be. I asked him to distribute some food supplies to the militia. He's probably here to pick them up. True, Broggin was in charge of food rations, wasn't he? Which suits his interest just fine. Hey, Broggin, good work there. Going to fetch those food supplies, have you? That's right, look at all this. Food. It's enough to feed an army. In fact, it will. You won't have to worry about food shortages for a while anyway. Now you just have to get into a letter. Yes, about that, there's a problem. We got through the desert without much issue, but then we encountered a whole host of Tizza Parisaks swarming all over the braying canyon. Ran as fast as our legs could carry us all the way here. That's not going to fly on the return trip to a letter. Because you'll be carrying a heavy cargo. Exactly. We were just discussing what to do about it, and you walked by. Impeccable timing, I have to say. What are we talking about then? A little pest extermination? That does seem like the obvious solution. Is everyone on board for this? Do you even have to ask? Right. Right here, Broken. We'll be back in a jiffy. Thank you all. And be careful. Just wondering how many of these quests
We'd be more than happy
how many of
to
these
assist.
quests overlap with each other. It's just a case of I may be able to do several at the same time. Oh, if it isn't Lora and Adam. Tarath, didn't expect to find you here. What happened to guarding the garden? Oh, well now, I took a nasty old hit in the attack the other day. My legs aren't what they used to be. Long story short, I've been reassigned to Torna's womb. Oh, really? I'm sorry to hear that. You okay? That must have been simply awful for you. Don't go giving me those sad eyes, miss. It's not as bad as all that. I'll be right as rain with a bit of time. I sometimes get to catch up with Master Azurda, and he regales me with war stories. So it's not all bad. Azurda has war stories? He does. You might imagine what of him being 800 years old and all. He's seen a lot of stuff in his time. Like the story you told me the other day about that fabulous hoard of money. Wait, what? Fabulous hoard of money? Well. That reminds me, Master Azurda said that if I saw you, I should send you to him. He should be in Torna's womb if you want to pop along there. My legs need a bit of rest, so I'm going to head back to my post. Azurda SOS.
I see there's work to do.
No one set that as the active one. Still want to pick up other quests, though. There's one near the start, okay. Feels like this, based on what I saw in the community thing, they're all in the capital, so it's sort of like, at least we're limited to here, we don't have to venture off and try and find others. Looks as if we're almost ready to proceed with the evacuation. Nope. If it wasn't for all your support, we might never have been able to pull this off. I thank you in the name of Torna. Don't know why you're thanking me, I'm a knight now, remember? And you know what else? I'm really starting to like this place. Get to see so many different walks of life here. It's a real melting pot. I've noticed that. So many intertwining lives all together in one place. Felt the same about the cities of Morodane. There is much to like about their urban environs. Making me want to pay a visit now. Then we can all go together. Finish off Manus and take Hugo back home personally. Oh, yes, please. We will welcome you with open arms. The streets will be awash with cheer. I'd appreciate it if we could skip any of the formal stuff. Hey, listen. Alright, Nuffy. Do you think we'll even stand a chance against Malos? I haven't a clue. His power seems so far off the charts I couldn't even guess. He still has his limits, and besides, Adam's never been able to handle me as effectively as he can now. That's right, Master Adam's more than prepared to take that creep down now. And we'll be right there to watch it happen, won't we, Mick? We've come this far, may as well go see it through. Those lads. You're not serious. Do you know how dangerous it is to be even remotely near Malos? Just by taking along with us, you're putting your lives on the line. Oh, and I suppose we've been perfectly safe until now as well, have we? You know what we're getting into, okay? You don't know what you're talking about. If you drop it, come on. Let's head back to the inn. I want to get a good night's sleep before the decisive battle. Very wise. Really have to talk this through with Kyle Milton. Not yet, though. Got side quests to do. Yay! So many side quests. Ah, come on, I'm begging you. Just a small taste of one of your culinary masterpieces is all I'm asking. My dear Mr. Moulton, you can keep on begging till the Ardun come home, but it's not going to change anything. Ah, come on, lass. I told you why I'm here. I'm all the bleeding way from Moradane to partake in your fine food. Can't possibly go home without sampling Torna's most closely guarded secret. I'm even risking my neck being here for Architect's sake. Go on, make the exception just this one time for me. As I've mentioned numerous times, Mr. Moulton, it simply cannot be done, I'm sorry. Sorry to interrupt. What is it exactly that's stopping you? Oh, Lora, Prince Adam. It's because of my parents. I left them in Porton Village and now they've passed on. I've been trying to get over the grief, but I just can't. I'm barely keeping it together as it is. Well, that's rough. My deepest condolences. So, you simply cannot continue to serve meals with such a subpar taste. Subpar it may be, but tell me, Mr. Moulton, how is it in relation to Ardanian cuisine? Alright, you win that one. Is Ardanian cuisine really that bad, Hugo? Well, it's an acquired taste. I would have to say I'm quite fond of our delicacies, but it seems that the public opinion differs. Can't really stomach it, I'm afraid. I'd take Jin's cooking over it any day. Obviously. It is obvious. Is it? Look, I know it sounds selfish of me to insist, but how long are you going to keep this up, eh? These customers are coming to you. They know how good you are, but look at what you're serving them. One has to deal with hardships, you more than others, but a good chef prides themselves on their food. Yes, but I've got it. I know this might be hard on you, ma'am, but I may have a way to add a little zest to your cooking. Zest? By way of a cooking contest. Yes, give that man a medal. He's got one. I'll happily front the reward money, and I'm sure we can borrow the inn for an evening if we ask nicely. So it's to be an evening with Adam, is it? Well, let's not put that on the pamphlets. But moving on, Hugo and I could be the judges, and let's see. Sign me up too. Came here to sample food. This may turn out to be the perfect opportunity for me. Done. But is there anyone who would even want to participate in a food contest in times this dangerous? Absolutely. Don't let looks fool you. Jin here happens to be a very talented cook. Me? Oh no, Come on, Jin, help them out here. You'll be doing everyone a huge favor, and I really want to see you put your skills to the test. Triple dot. Very well then. That's our Jin. Next, we'll have to ask around the capital and see who else might be interested in taking part. You'll be joining us, Miss Sorrel. A lot of dots. I suppose. I'm quite curious to see the extent of the Paragon of Torna's skills with the ladle and spatula. This is getting rather exciting. Hey, hold up a sec. Yes, Mithra? Aren't we forgetting someone here? Oh, you must mean Aegeon. There we go. Hey, alright. She's gonna say herself, and it's like, oh dear god. Aegeon can make a mean fish pie. We'll have to see if we can get him on board and... Not him, me. Better watch out, Jin. So I'm gonna sneak up and steal that victory right from under your nose. Watch it. I'll be laughing on the other side of your face. I'm serious, and I'll bring my A-game. Well, now that we have some real challenges, why don't we return to the inn and talk this through? Bye by me. Oh, this is shaping up to be even better than I imagined. Great Tornan cook-off. Alright.
I'd like you to trust us with this.
No. Right, so we've picked up the quest. What do we want to do? That's the question. Because it's like, ugh. Where do we begin? Let's begin with the quest we've got, I feel. So it's like down there. Boom, gone. Just make our way through all these quests we picked up. It's just so many.
What a pleasant stroll.
I'm assuming we're nearing the end of all the side quests.
Where shall we head to next?
So it's just like, oh dear god. Oh dear. Because there's just way too many. Way too many. I mean, the main game has a lot of... I know I keep moaning about the quests each part now, but it's like... Come on. Oh, hello. So maybe, is this the, like, what I'm meant to be doing for the quest?
Blow down.
Just tell me when.
Or is it just coincidence that this happens to be in the same place?
How about this?
It's like I said, it's like there may be instances where the quests take place in the same location.
Battle is not over yet.
So it's entirely possible.
You'll watch my back. Just tell me when I can strike their weak point.
Open wide.
Get cracking. Hey, I'll give you a hand.
You're wide open.
Elemental attack ready. Let's keep this off.
Oh god.
Stay ready, Jim.
Magnificent.
Watch this. Poised and ready.
Lightning buster.
I suspected there was going to be more. It's one of those things where it's like, we get that quite a bit now, don't we? So it's like, go over to Mika. Get the AoE going. Oh, I forgot about that one.
Rest in peace.
Lightning buster.
Bridget.
I stand ready.
We'll do
Take this.
Down now. You move as
As you command.
Looks like they mean business.
Twilight Striker.
Are they still coming?
Just tell. There we go.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Twilight Striker.
Open wide.
There's still more? How much XP am I going to have by the end of this? Have I leveled up way too much again and just like didn't anticipate all these quests? That's probably the problem. I didn't anticipate the amount of quests.
Never. You saved me. We should stay conscious of our energy level. Poised and ready.
Looks like they mean
Ready to go.
We make a good team.
Break. How about
There we go, finally. You take out one and two more take its place. Yeah, they're pretty tough. Well, I could always go ahead and use my full power. If you did that, nobody would be getting through for years. Well, yeah, but I've just thought of something. There should be something about it in my journal. If I remember correctly, there's a particular smell that the Parisaks absolutely can't stand. Is that something we could use? I mean, to keep them away so they don't attack us. That's what I was thinking. Stuff is called Stronella oil. Have to gather some ingredients for it. Adam, do you happen to know where one might find the plant? I'm pretty sure I've heard of the blooming in the verdant fairylands. But perhaps we should retreat for now and consider this option. Absolutely. Let's go and gather some... Yep. Bridget can make the oil, and then we can come back here and try it out on those pesky things. Good plan. Let's go. Okay, so we need to make the oil. It's a question of, was there another area? Nah, I think that's where I was meant to be going, wasn't it? Okay, but one thing I want to do, yeah, it's up there. It's actually, because we were waiting for the next level of the community so I could hand this in, weren't we? So it's sort of like, ah ha ha ha. We may actually be able to do that now.
Right.
Still not enough. Gotta do the next level? Oh my god. Alright then, very well. Right, so let's jump over to... There's probably the correct location. So we need to be bouncing up by the water. Oh, wrong way.
Right.
Oh, may as well
Where
get
shall
that
we
while we're
head to
here, though.
next?
This takes me back.
Yielding soil. Oh. I didn't know that was the thing I needed. I just saw that and was like, oh. So it's like, I'm just gonna wander around here now, because it's like, wait a minute. What do I need the soil for?
This takes me back.
What did I need the loam for? I don't know.
This takes me back.
Okay. That's throwing me off. Some of the things where it's like, oh, these little quests appearing, is that I'm not entirely sure which ones I
What
need.
have we got here?
Like I said, it's like, I was hoping they would all line up. It's like,
This takes me back.
I have to remember them all, that's the problem. I'm just looking for the pinky
This
purpley
takes me
ones now.
back.
Nature makes a fine ally.
That's cute. So looking for the pinky purpley ones.
This takes me back.
Nature makes a fine ally.
Any down here? It's one of the things where it's like maybe worthwhile just checking on the quest log just to see. It could be a case of like, unless these dots on the map are actually it. Do seem to potentially be. Maybe, no, there's different types of dots. Let's have a look at the quests. That's the wrong menu! Because I know where I'm meant to go for the other one, but... Okay, so passing the torch. No. There's no way to check, like, the next quest at that point. I have to keep going in. Ugh. So that's the one we're on now. So, where was it? Where did I miss it? Is it going to be down this little path? Oh, there it is. I see you.
This takes me back.
Okay, cool. So that's that quest done. Let's go get this stuff for the oil then. Keep getting hiccups and burps at the same time, although I suppose I am drinking a lot of Coke right now. Just because of the simple fact, like, it's the best thing I can get this cold. I would actually Sprite is what I actually prefer, to be honest. It's like, I don't know.
Water.
I'm not used to this type of temperatures. Still recording this all on the same day, by the way. The day where it's like I started recording after I'd seen Sarah. This is still the same day.
What have we got
It's
here?
like the previous, 5 parts? Yeah, I just recorded them. This is the thing. It's like when I do big recording sessions, this is why lots of
What have we got here?
conversations overlap and people mistakenly going like, you keep going on about this. It's like, well, in my head, I've not gone on about things so long because it's still the same day. It's still the same conversation. It just feels longer for you guys.
What have we got here?
It's like the fact I keep going on about like, oh, there's so many side quests, for instance. Of course I'm feeling that because it's still the same day and I'm doing all these side quests on the same day. So that's the issue with
This
recording
takes me
ahead. It's like,
back.
but if I don't record ahead, we don't have any parts go out. So it's like,
What have we got here?
Did I get all I needed up here? Maybe not. Maybe not.
This takes me back.
There we go.
What have we got here?
Nature makes a fine ally.
So we may as well get them while we're there. Okay, so let's go back to the capital for now. So we can hand that one in, and then we'll jump to a campfire so we can get stuff created and get that oil sorted and go hand in that
It's a nice
quest.
change of pace.
Let's try and get
Alright,
as
remind me why
much
we're
done as
here
we can
again?
as quickly as we can. Oh, you found the materials for me. Terribly kind of you. Again, hiccups. Now I can finally fulfill that old promise. Will you be okay? Is there anything else we can help you with? No, young lady. I am quite alright. Thank you for asking. I could never face him again if I broke that promise. What would he think of me? Don't mean to pry, but who is he? He's my husband, though I haven't seen him in decades. Your husband? One day, years ago, he came home saying he was taking over the family inn and wouldn't I like to help out there? But I'd just become a potter, you see, and that was all I wanted to do, and all I'd ever wanted to do. So I sent him packing, but maybe one day, when I created my finest work, I might come back to him. And that was that. Hasn't tried to find you since then. Well, maybe he knew that wasn't the whole story. That the thing about my finest work was just an excuse. The truth is, I didn't hate the idea of working at the inn, I just hated that he took it for granted that I would do it. He didn't consider my work important, and that hurt most of all because I loved him, I truly did. I see. But look at me, rambling on at you. It's been a while since I talked about that. When I finish this vase, will you take it to him and say, here it is, Beryl, her name, finest work? I'm afraid we'll have to decline that request. Huh? What are you on about, Minoff? You made the promise. You should deliver the vase yourself. You want me to? After all these years? Doesn't matter how many years it's been. You're here now, aren't you? There's still time for you to make good on your promise. Do it now before it really is too late. You're still upset about the Quaestor. Lora and Adam are two of the most kind-hearted fools you will ever meet. Of course they want to help you. They'd do anything in their power to help you, and you would just sit back and let them. Very well. Suppose it wouldn't hurt to get some exercise. Would you give me a few minutes? I need to gather my things. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's go and find my husband. Are you sure you'll be alright walking all that way? It should be at the inn in Hyper, so it isn't all that far. I'll be fine with you youngsters to help me. Hyper? Does that mean your husband is... I haven't been back since the day we split up. You may be witness to a bit of a scene, but I hope you'll stick with me. Not far from where we need to go, is it? So it's like, okay, back out. Alright, we just go there for the campfire. Loading.
It was a nice change of pace.
Alright, remind me why we're here again?
What have we got here?
Nature makes a fine ally.
So many stuff popping out the ground. Okay. Ooh, we got a chat. We won't be doing that. What are we doing here? That's her idea, so there we go.
What a row. There. A cologne. I think I've done reasonably well.
I think you have. Let's not do the chat yet. Because that chat will always be here until we advance the story, so we will do that. Let's go test this out finally. Boom, boom. How far do we have to go? Because it is like... This is what we're after here right now.
And here I thought we were being inconspicuous.
Ow, ow. We'll just destroy these guys because they're annoying me now.
Riding high. Just tell me when.
Why don't I put my back?
Think again. Break.
My stand break. Bolt, couple.
Color shine. You're a keen observer. Ready to unleash an elemental attack.
Such a jerk.
I can strike their weak point.
Get out, Star Slap. You're wide open.
Hey! You'll watch my back.
Just waiting for like see what happens here now.
Open wide.
Let me show you how much damage I can do.
What's the deal, Bridget?
You cannot escape me.
That reminds me, Hugo. Did you ever overcome your fear of you-know-what?
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
Aspar, didn't you once tell me about how one slithered out from under your pillow?
That was a long time ago. Just forget it.
Oh dear, oh dear. So which one are we actually doing? I don't remember. So we've got the Unforgotten Promises. So, yes, I'm trying to press yes and then go back and it keeps going like, yeah, I haven't pressed it yet. So wait. Do we have to actually use it from here? How do I use it? That's the question. Like, how does one use it? Like, what do you expect me to do to you? Oh, I know. Idiot. It's like, yes, that's how.
Ooh.
There you go. Okay then, let's see if Bridget's carefully prepared oil is effective. Me for a try walking over there, please, in the interest of science. Me? Nope, I'm good. It's not that I don't trust Bridget or anything, I can't bear the thought of them swarming around me. Ugh. I'll go. Would you, Jin? I'm confident this will work, but be cautious all the same. Will do. Hey, do you really think this will be okay? Well, I followed the recipe in my notes to the letter. These notes are just something my past me jotted down, so there's no guarantee they'll correct. I'd say your chances are about 50-50. We're only 50-50? Oh, it smells! Looks like it's working. Yes, we did it. So the recipe was correct. Good job, past Bridget. Indeed, thank you. Right then, all we have to do is provide some of this oil to Brogan. He's probably waiting for us. Let's hurry back to Orum's storage ward. But what we're actually going to do is end this part here. In the next part, we'll be at the town down below.
What have we got?
Because we are nearby, we may as well just run over there. And we'll start the part over there. So, we'll see you in the next part. Ta-ta. For now.